Hey YouTube, it's your girl Javina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. How are you doing, my busy bee? Staying busy, I hope. Keeping it sexy, always. And today, I wanted to show you how to, let's keep it sexy for $1. $1. I found this cute L.A. Color Beauty Pot, 3 pops of color in 1 pot eyeshadow. Isn't that so pretty? And I'm like, yes please, these are definitely colors that I'm drawn to and would make a beautiful look. I mean, come on. And that is $1. So I'm like, let's do some things with that. Let's rock this out. Sorry, I dropped my makeup eraser. Can't be doing that. So I'm gonna give it a good chance. I'm gonna use my Born This Way concealer. Give it a little bit of a chance to stick and shine, because I think they're really pretty. They're very dark, but they're still very, very pretty. And they're right up my alley, you know. How have you been doing, my bees? Staying busy, I hope, because, you know, there's nothing else in this world that we need to not do right now that we can't get done. I keep thinking to myself, there's lots of things we need to get done, and I'm just like, I can't do it. But why can't I do it? I personally don't have any motivation to do it. But if you do have the motivation, get it done. I'm just using a little Born This Way setting powder on it because it was creasing. I do have some oily lids. That's why I'm a big old powder hoe. Okay. I'm going to dust off what's left just to make sure I have a little, give it a little effort. I got a towel on my lap and a color switch in my hand, so I can use a really big fluffy brush. And I'm going to just use a burgundy base. And this is from the Hank and Henry Poison palette. And I'm just going to blend that all the way up to under my brow. Just give it some dimension, not really trying to over pack it, because I want this shimmer to really shine. And I want to give it the benefit of the doubt, you know. It is LA Color. They have some nice products, but to get it at the Dollar Tree, I find that a super good find, you know. And this is the lightest I've ever used this Hank and Henry color, so it's like, it's feeling kind of neglected right now. This is a beautiful burgundy too, but it's not the star of the show. I'm just going to do a windshield wiper motion up to my brows. And yeah, I'm dragging it all the way in because it's like, really no other color that I would want to use except for this white in this palette, honestly, to buff out my edges and lighten up my under my brow, and probably lighten up the front too. But I don't want to use any other colors. If you've seen this palette, it is not meant for that. It is super dark, super grunge. It is super pretty. I'll show you the palette because I'm like, don't talk about it, be about it. Look at that. It's like super grungy, and I only wanted to use the mattes, which is this one, and the white. The yellow's a matte also, but in the green. But I want to use just those specific mattes to give this a little chance. And use the same brush. So just brighten up that part just enough to give, you know, this look a chance. Because, you know, I always kind of go dark, but I want to give it a nice chance. But, I mean, it's going to be beautiful for the holidays. If you can get your hands on this, you know? So I'm going to go into the burgundy color. I hope I'm going into the burgundy one right here. In camera, it looks like this one would be the burgundy one, but I think I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. So yeah, I'm going to dig up in there. I love the ridges on it. And the container reminds me of a cargo container because you got, excuse me, the little metal tin. Cargo comes like this. Sometimes it's hard to open, sometimes it's not, but it's really nice that it came in that kind of container because it really will keep any and all bacteria off of it. And look at that. The girl knows what she's doing. This color wants to impress. And just do that all over. Oops. Don't want to do that. Accidentally dipping it into the wrong shade again. And is that exactly what I did? I think it is. No, I stuck it in the right shade. My eyes are deceiving me right now because I rotated the palette, or the jar for you guys to see it. I thought I stuck it into the wrong shade. That is very pretty. I like that. Make sure they're even. Going over any touches ups. And I'm going to dig into that amber shade and kind of use that to blend it out towards the center, towards the inner corner of my eye. And to blend this into itself. That is very pretty. But of course we're going to have to smoke it out a little bit with this purple because it's the main color that called me when I walked past the shelf. I mean, I walked past this little particular quad for, I'd say 6 different times in one shopping day. Because I go up and down every aisle and get my exercise on like that. And I walked past it 6 times and I was like, I know, I don't need you. Okay, I think I want you. Okay, I may have to put you in the cart. Okay, I will just keep my eye on you just to see, you know, that whole thing. And then finally when you get to the register, you're like, yes or no. This is your time to say it. It's the end. And of course I don't like putting anything back, so I'm like, no, I have to get it. So I got it. And it was only $1. I have to treat myself every once in a while. You know, I'm having a hard time with things, but financially, but this is something I purchased a while ago. And I just never used it, never thought to do a video on it. So I have a lot of little products that I have 2 of that I want to do for giveaways, of course, that you guys have never seen from the Dollar Tree. So you may not find this at your Dollar Tree right now, but they were there. Just in case you see this video in the future and you're like, wait a minute, they don't got that at my Dollar Tree. They never have. When you're like, wait, no, they had a long time ago. I remember seeing them a long time ago, and that's why I did pick them up in, I think, September. But the purple is what was calling my name. And as you see, that's why. Like, ooh, she's gorgeous. For $1, you can't beat it. And all the shades go together really nicely. Oh my goodness. That goes together really, really nicely. So let's clean up under the eye. And I think I will brighten it up with something else because it is ridiculous to go too smoky, because you know your girl do that. I'm gonna do myself a nice sharp edge. Okay, and now that I've wet a little bit under my eye, I'm gonna put on some concealer and my brows, and I'll be back to finish the eye with you. Okay, so I went a little natural, just bronze, not really bronze, but I used my darker foundation, and I of course used the Born This Way concealer to highlight under my eyes, and I panned this. It's so much left in here that I feel so bad that I can't just throw it away yet. So I'm like really cranking it out, and so I put that on to give myself a little shiny flush of color, along with my Oprah Blissful highlight. You know, got to keep the girl shiny, and I put it on my lips too, to, you know, the milk, just so I can use it up. So to finish off the eye, I grabbed a spoolie. I didn't put my eyebrows on, sorry, but it happens. But I grabbed a spoolie, and I grabbed this Makeup Junkie eyeshadow in Space Dust, and it's a real nice bronzy gold, and I thought this would make a perfect liner. So let's see how that works. It's nice and creamy, but it's a powder, and it's got a little glitter in it. It doesn't fall out, so that's what I really like. And it kind of moves, like it's smushy, but you don't get that much color payoff when you do that. Or maybe you do, let me see. Oh, you do, you get some color payoff, but it's very smushy. So I thought it'd make a perfect liner. Just gotta build up the color, a couple of strokes, you know, and I'm not going to take it all the way to the end because I'm going to do just the front 1/3 of it with this color. Yes, it is the day to be daring, you guys. It is the day to be daring because, you know, I love my shimmers. I love my fall. I love the winter time, but I gotta shine. And so I'm definitely going to keep my eyes bright right there in the front. And I'm going to do the same underneath. It's nice and easy to clean up too. And it goes so well with this palette, like, it really does. So it's like, might as well use her. I don't remember when the last time I touched it. That's why it's so important to revisit makeup sometimes. Especially when you have dark drawers with no openings on them. Like mine's are dark on dark, so it's kind of like you can't see in it. So you kind of miss out on things that are hiding out in here. And I found a lot of cute things that are hiding out in here. And I'm like, wow. Even my trophy wipes hiding out in this top drawer. So I'm like, keep it shining. Use a loose pencil brush. You gotta pack a lot of this girl on there because, Fenty, you are glittery and chunky. Use some setting powder. A lot of setting powder. And put that right there. Now the reason I did dip so much in there, because I don't want to dip back in it. I want it to brighten up both eyes right off the back. You know? That way you don't put a wet brush back into your palette. Just, I find it to be uncomfortable to me. Even though there's ways to fix it, I just don't like it. Okay. Now, where is my good liner? I am like all over the place. Alright. I'll use this one from Illamasqua just to finish off my wing here. And just connect it to the gold eyeshadow. I want to keep it on the outer 1/3. along with the bottom. Kind of just stamping it on because this one doesn't give you a lot of color payoff. Still a masker one. But tis the season to use it up before everything goes in the garbage. You know. Because it does have a expiration date on it. I did open this February of this year, so February she'll be going bye-bye. And even though then, that's a pretty long time to keep a liquid liner. I've actually gone through so many things. I'm pretty proud of myself, but I didn't do a pan video because I was kind of embarrassed because I've had them so long. I felt so bad. So I was like, no, I'm not going to show that. But some things I will, you know? And see, and I kept it nice and bright. Bravo! Because, you know, I don't do that very often. And last but not least, let's keep it natural with a natural lash. And I'm just going to use this one from Tarte and Ulta. Because it's not one of those ones I worry about getting on my upper lash line. I don't want to block that gold with a magnetic lash. Or with a false lash. I want it to be seen. This is a nice bronzy holiday look. Nice and shimmery, and you know, because I like to keep it shiny. You got to keep it shiny. And if you're ever worried about texturing and shine, you know, honestly, if you have textured skin, the shinier it is, the less texture you see, especially in pictures and stuff. When you powder it, you can see it more precise. But if you let it shine with like a setting mist or what I did is, I'm a big powder hoe, as you know. If you're not new to the channel, you know I'm a powder hoe, and powder lover, powder enthusiast. And look at that. Ulta's mascara is killing me. I was going to buy a new Chic Cosmetic mascara. I was like, I need one. It's $24. It's been a year, and I can't get it on, you know, Ipsy's for cheap. Since I ran across this one and the other Ulta brand one, I don't really want to. Because look at that. It gave me some pitiful lashes. It gave me a little bit of a curl and a rise. But back to what I was saying. You know I have very, very textured skin. And I love, love, love my powders. But what I like to do, because I don't take a lot of modeling pictures, and so what's the point of doing that for, you know, because I'm not a model. This Too Faced one has a shine to it. This is not a matte setting powder. This one has a little bit of a shine to it. And it says it in the description, it does. And you can see it's like a sheen that goes on with it. Right? And that really does cover up, because I'm always textured around the mouth area. And you can't, unless I get like all up in your grill, like right now, like really all up in your grill, you won't be able to see my texture. You know? So that's a little hint of the day, you know, that I give you to get rid of the texture, or a fear of texture in your pictures or whatever. Even in the regular daylight. Like, I just threw away 2 of these. I panned 2 already of my e.l.f. Brow pencils. I was so proud of myself because I can open a new one. So, I mean, I even the NYX one, I went through that one really quickly. It had a great angle on it, but it doesn't match my hair now. So I did get a chance to do my root touch-up, and I left it on a little too long. So my hair is extremely dark now, but that's okay. You know, better to be dark purple, dark burgundy than to be, you know, have a few strands of white here, a few strands of white there, a few black ones in my roots, my brown roots come out. Like, it is a rainbow coalition up there of colors. And then the blonde, oh, the blonde. Let's not get to the blonde. But there you go. What do you think? I think I like this. And we'll have to revisit this color, this little eyeshadow trio again. And when I'm able to do giveaways again, I will definitely be throwing one of them at you so that you can try for yourself. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I am your girl, Davina, and if you're new here, hi. I hope you enjoyed the video and stay around, enjoy the family. You know, we have a beautiful hive of wonderful people, and we all support each other. We sometimes do unboxings, we sometimes do giveaways, we mostly do tutorials and how-tos and what to do and who does it and things like that, you know, because every woman and every man is different. My experience may not be like your experience, and you may find somebody actually kind of in the same experience that I'm in, you know. I've got a lot of experience, you know, got a lot of story times and a lot of things to tell you. And if you are my usual suspects, line up for your virtual hug, because I missed you and I want to kiss you. Thank you, sisters and brothers and uncles and aunties, for stopping by. Thank you, my nieces and nephews, for being so sweet. And I will see you all in the next one. And don't be skipping out on that Dollar Tree makeup, y'all. Look at what your girl can do with a stiff brush. You could do it too. Bye.